Hi, this is Nick. Welcome to ISG, where we talk all things real estate in the Czech Republic. Today we're going to do our review of July 2025. Prices in Prague rose 1.4% for the month of July, and across the country they rose around 0.4%. So both of these numbers are gradually grinding up and up, as we've seen in recent months. And there's not really too much going on in terms of sales volumes. It's the summer, so people are away on holiday, and there's not really too much to report. If we look at rentals, we see that rents similarly went up by 1.3% in Prague and similarly 0.4% across the country. So we're seeing again that the numbers are moving together. For a little while we saw they were moving independently of each other, but it seems that prices are continuing to go up in rents as well. We're still not near the highs in Prague, but interestingly in Brno, prices are just 10% cheaper than Prague now, and they've gone up again and again. They're now at record highs and have been for the last 2 months. So it's really quite interesting, especially when you compare that the purchase prices of properties in Prague are 25% higher than they are in Brno. So it's quite a big difference. Moving on to mortgage interest rates, we can see that the average mortgage rate this month is 5.05%. So it's moved back above 5% after dropping into it just briefly a couple of months. And there's a lot of that's to do with banks and their special offers. Probably reduced a lot of them coming into the summer when we get generally lower volumes. And we'll see what happens later on in the year if we get those kinds of discounts coming through. Latest Czech National Bank data is showing that they're unlikely to move interest rates anytime soon. And in fact, they're looking across the next couple of years. They expect the interest rates to remain kind of similar. Now, of course, that will all depend on what happens to the economy. If it needs it stimulating, they will, of course, drop interest rates. But for now, it seems that everything is just ticking along quite nicely, with inflation relatively low, around 2.7 for last month. And that's going to get towards our, getting gradually lower towards their 2% target. So until that's kind of hit, I don't think we expect to see interest rates dropped. Thanks very much for watching. See you again soon.